Good morning. Welcome to Eepa's Kitchen. So this is going to take a minute. We got a big day planned. I'm haven't had a weekend off in a while, so I decided, hey, I have a weekend off. Why don't I spend my entire day cooking for the family? But in order for us to put together this huge meal and you guys not have to sit through 3 to 4 hours of me just yammering on about how great I am at cooking and it turning me off after 15 seconds, which quite honestly, I'd probably do the same thing. We're going to break it up into segments. We're gonna cook an entree. We're gonna do appetizer. We've got sides. So we're gonna kind of do it like that. But because it's such a big production, and Derek is always busy with his Night Off podcast, which you should like, subscribe, and share. And then he's got a life. He's got his dog, who by the way, his name is Maya, who I happened to go through an entire video calling Mia for some reason, and to coin the phrase by Happy Gilmore. He was supposed to correct me, make me not look stupid. Where were you on that one, pal? So anyway, so we got that going. So because of that, we're going to bring in an entire different film crew to help with this when Derek's gone. And by entire different film crew, probably Matt or management will be holding the camera. So throughout this, however Derek decides to figure out how to produce this and release it in segments so that you can see it, you're going to have to guess which one was Derek and which one was the secondary, which they're not secondary, but they're not the number one film crew. So we're going to look for you to do that. But anyway, with all that said and done and me yammering on, we're going to start with barbecue baby back ribs. We've got a dry rub that we make. We're going to cook them in the pit barrel outside. And hopefully Pit Barrel will see this and you guys will go and you guys will see this. And you're like, wow, these are the best ribs I've ever had. I'm going to buy a Pit Barrel. And then they're going to say, hey, where'd you hear about us? And you're going to say, Eepa's Kitchen. They're going to go, Eepa's Kitchen? Oh, we should probably throw some money at them. Let's see how that works. But anyway, the other thing I wanted to mention is that this morning, because it is early and we've been going all day, we're running completely on caffeine, and they are in no way affiliated with us, but Illy Coffee, the official caffeine of Eepa's Kitchen. So Illy, if you're out there. So anyway, so that's where we're at. We're going to go outside. Coals are lit. They're ready to go. I'm going to show you how to skin the ribs and rub them and put them on, and we're going to be outside. So let's go. All right, so we made it outside. Coals are started. If you want to see how that works, go back and watch the brisket video. We're not going to take you through all that again, but it's on the brisket video. So here's the rub. It's a cup of brown sugar. We've got a tablespoon each of garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, black pepper, and salt. That's it. Real simple. It's got a great flavor. The paprika really adds to it, and the brown sugar helps caramelize while it's cooking. It's just really a nice mix. You can do like whatever, obviously, and there's a lot of pre-made ones, and I've used the pre-made ones and they're pretty good, but this one seems to be more of a family type favorite, and it's simple, and there's enough in here to do, all three ribs. Actually, 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, not a full cup. And now there's some on the floor. That'll be for the wildlife later on. All right, so that's it. Just give it a quick mix. We're doing baby back ribs. I've skinned 2 of them already, taken the membrane off, but I want to show you guys how to do one. And I didn't think you needed to sit here and watch all 3. The way I found to make it the easiest is have a paper towel and a fork. Find a spot on the membrane where you can catch it with the fork. I don't know if you can see that. And once you get it started, there you go. All right, that's started. You just use the paper towel to grab it because it's kind of slimy and gross. And the paper towel will help you pull it off. And that's it. All right. If you leave the membrane on, your call, they're going to be tough. This helps take away that. Again, makes them a little bit tender, easier to pull apart when you're eating them. So, all right. So then with the rub, pretty easy. And you want to rub both sides. All I do is just put it on there. I try to get the ends a little bit too. Flip it, do the same thing over here. Obviously, you're not going to want to save this since you've dipped your hands onto the raw pork and then back in the bowl. So use everything. And there's certain rubs that we make that we just shake on. Yeah, no big deal. You can save those. This one, not so much. All right, get all that rub on there. Coals are going to be ready in maybe, it's like about 10 more minutes. So we're going to go ahead and we'll wait to hook these. I'll show you how to hook them and we'll get them hung. I'm going to go wash my stuff. We'll come back, we'll get them hung, and we'll move on. All right, coals are ready. We're going to hook these. And when you hook these, you want to do it on the narrower end and probably go about 2 or 3 bones down. Part of that is so that it doesn't touch the coals. Part of it is so that it doesn't fall off and you lose it into the coals. Because you get those longer ones, they'll, and you know, if the coals are piled up real high, they'll get a little singed on the bottom. This little short guy, he's not going to matter, but just to give him a couple of bones to support. All right, you hang that, and Derek can get a good shot of those over the fire. All right, so you know what's cool about this is that's it. You got 2.5 hours where you don't have anything to do. Just let them do their magic. I'll come back generally within the first hour and 45 just to take a look at them because we're looking to see if the meat shrinks down on the bone. That's kind of a good indicator to tell you they're getting done. But usually within the first hour and 45, I'll give them a quick peek. You don't want to keep opening it because it's going to change the temperature in there. And then it takes away some of that smoke that you built up. So generally after about 2 hours, we'll pull them, we'll sauce them, we'll hang them back again so that it gets that nice caramelization and you're good to go. So generally this is a 2.5 to 3 hour process. You don't have to stand here and look at them. Go find something else to do. Make something else. Go cook something. There we go. All right, so it's been exactly 2.5 hours since we put the ribs in. I looked at them a little while ago. They're good to go. So we're gonna go ahead and let you take a peek at them. I'm gonna pull them out and we're gonna put some sauce on them. You want to take a look. Remember we talked about them pulling back a little bit from the bone, and you can see where they're starting to pull back here along the edge. That's what we're looking for. You can see it a little bit better on this one. This one's showing it a little bit more. You kind of see that. There's that. You kind of see the edges coming out. That's what we're looking for. We're going to actually put them in for another 30 minutes anyway, so they're gonna caramelize and then they're gonna cook a little more. Then we will feast. You can see that. Shot on that one. So barbecue sauce today. Again, I know you guys are like, oh, I make my own, I do this. That's great. More power to you. I don't make my own. It's too much work. You know, I am about simple, quick, right? So we're using one of my favorites, Stubbs, the unofficial barbecue sauce of Eepa's Kitchen. Ching, like, subscribe it. Hopefully Stubbs will see that and I can stop spending all this money on it, but it's a great sauce. So with these, we're just gonna, you can see where this one got really close to the coals. Remember I talked about leaving some space? Yeah, that one got a little too close. So anyway, we're gonna just baste them. And I like to get on, we talked about the bone end before, I like to get on the bone end there. Get that all filled in. Get some on the back. You will never ever want to make ribs any other way once you've had them in your pit barrel. I used to make them in the oven. My neighbor used to love them. And once I started making them in the pit barrel, he told me he never wants to have them any other way. You know, because he doesn't have to cook them, but they're just that much better this way. A little more sauce. flavor from the smoke of the charcoal. And you know what, with this pit barrel, you can add wood to the bottom, wood chips, if you like it really smoky. I'm not a huge fan of that, so just the smoke from the charcoals itself works for me. All right. That's good. We're gonna pop them back in. And again, we're gonna give them maybe 30 minutes or so. I'm gonna pull them out, but usually that's all it takes. It's about a half hour just to baste, just to get that to caramelize on there. Just like before. Give them a cover up. We'll check back in 30 minutes on these. All right, it's been another half hour. These guys have been hanging with that sauce on there, trying to caramelize, smoking up. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, let's get that out of the way. You're probably thinking to yourself right now, oh, Eepa, I need to come over and try that. And I'm saying, what, viewer, make it. It's friggin' awesome, and it was easy. Like I said, 3 hours. We did nothing. You skinned it, you rubbed it, put some sauce on it, and hung it for 3 hours. That's it. Simple, easy, delicious. I'm gonna bring these in the house. When we get all the rest of the food together, we'll give them a try. I'm not gonna cut into them right now, so it's a little too hot. You gotta let them sit for a minute, otherwise I'll burn my mouth. So, click, like, subscribe, share, comment, make these. Call Pit Barrel, order a Pit Barrel, get this stuff going. Thanks guys, we'll see you.